In 2018, Makerere University Gender Mainstreaming Directorate issued a report that showed an explosion of gender-based violence, exemplified by sexual harassment cases in public universities, including Makerere. The report, which followed a survey, showed that many students were being sexually exploited in exchange for academic marks, a matter that caused alarm, prompting a move to eradicate the vice. The modes of sexual harassment included physical threats, involuntary sexual acts, most of which led to mental trauma, and occasional suicide cases. This prompted Makerere University to issue a directive calling for a no tolerance to sexual harassment. The UN Population Fund, working with the government, is spending 77 billion shillings every year to fight gender-based violence. UNESCO studies in 2020 showed that 25% of female learners in institutions of higher learning and 29% of male learners admit that they believe in gender-based violence. The same studies showed that at least 7% of the female learners, while 5% of the male learners, have experienced sexual harassment against their will at some point in their lives. This situation persuaded UNESCO to launch the Safer Campuses campaign at various campuses in Africa in March 2024. The campaign was meant to enhance the sensitization of the evils of gender-based violence among learners in institutions of higher learning. Today, the program was launched at Makerere, with several public university officials in attendance. The event prompted substantial attention from learners at Makerere University, who backed the initiative. Dr. Euzobia Baine is optimistic about the Safer Campuses campaign will help to eradicate sexual harassment at public universities across the country.
All the activities that we conduct in the university should be free of violence. So this campaign that is being launched is one way of how the university is trying to raise awareness within its communities, especially among the students who are our major stakeholders.
According to our survey, which we did before the project started, almost 90% of the young boys in these institutions of higher learning believe that it's okay to beat a woman. So when they grow up with this kind of attitude, these boys are going to beat our daughters.
And Dr. Baine's optimism is based on reports showing that the number of reported cases has dropped, with just 35 cases compared since 2019.
And from that time, we have registered about 35 cases, the majority of whom are students reporting against the staff. A number of them have been concluded where some staff were dismissed.
So the universities are coming in handy to support what society is not doing right, to speak to these young people about issues of gender-based violence, and we are super proud of that.
I'm aware that a number of universities have anti-sexual harassment policies in place. We need to take all these in account and expand the scope of our policies to look at all forms of gender-based violence.
The ceremony saw the launch of a social media app called Yamba, which is planned to help in reporting cases of sexual harassment by sending information about gender-based violence.